What's going on, guys? Reaper here from Reaper Garage. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. It's still windy outside. I'm wearing a long sleeve. Before you ask, yes, this is my mechanic long sleeve shirt, and of course it's white. Once the white's damaged, you might as well keep using it. But anyways, today we're working on the donk, the Midnight Club Escalade, whatever you want to call it. For the people that don't know, this donk is on 26s. The donk is on 26s, so now you guys know that the donk's on 26s. Well, I want to say donk. Now you know the Escalade is on 26s. But today we got a couple things we got to do to this thing today. Now you're probably asking yourself, what needs to be fixed on this? No, it's not the wheels. The wheels or rims, whatever you want to call them, they're staying there. I am waiting on the headlights. It is getting new headlights. I did receive new headlights, but of course, they came damaged. So I shipped them back out so they could ship me some new ones. So I'm waiting on this, but the main reason today on this video is we're gonna be working under the hood of this thing. And this thing is pretty tall. This is going to be fun. Here we got a V8. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this guy is leaking from every gasket you can think of. I don't know how well you guys can see the freaking valve cover back there. It's all covered in oil and it's dripping down behind the block under the transmission. We also have to change the transmission mount. It's also ripped, so every time you push on the gas or turn this thing on or put it in drive reverse, the motor shifts backwards. No, it's not the motor mounts. I already checked those are fine. It's the transmission mount over there that's ripped. Shitty part is, I gotta do the valve cover on both sides. Look how much space I have over here. I gotta remove so much stuff just to get that valve cover off. But not a big deal. And also, unfortunately, this big girl has a bad oil pressure sensor. It keeps jumping into lit mode and the dash keeps freaking out and it won't let you pass certain speed because it says you're starving the motor. Did an oil pressure test on this thing. This thing is absolutely beautiful of oil pressure. It's just a sensor. So we got brand new sensors, we got everything. So the sun is starting to go down. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done. So you might see 2 days part videos on this or separate days. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But enough talking, let's get to working on this big beast. So the valve cover is off. So I found out why it was leaking in the back of the block. This bolt and then this bolt were all loose. So there's no tension pressure holding the valve cover down for the gasket to make a seal. But it doesn't matter. You can see where it was leaking from. It was just puking out from the back of the block compared to everywhere else. So we're already here. We already opened it. We're gonna replace this gasket. Check the valves. Check the springs. Everything. Nothing is loose in there. It's pretty clean. I mean, the motor's showing it's obviously is aged by the mileage, but there's no oil built up or gunk or anything. So looks good to me. Forgot the parts in the garage, so I have to run to the garage to grab the valve cover gasket for this thing and replace all these little bolts, gasket, o-rings thing, whatever you want to call them. As you see, this one's gone. So I'll be right back. Alright, just like that, old gasket's over there, everything is put back on, brand new gasket's on, Didn't clean the valve cover on the outside completely because there's no need to, because the rest of the engine is dirty and dusty. I just cleaned it around the edge just in case in future reference there is a leak. You can tell the difference if it's fresh and not old, since there's no more old gunk on the edge of the gasket. But brand new gaskets on, everything's back connected. I mean, not bad, back to whatever, that crap. Everything's connected how it's supposed to go. Sun is starting to freaking come down quick. I got interrupted, I had to go do something else real quick. Now comes the fun part. It's this side. That's a mess of freaking hoses and everything, so this side's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna start on this side. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to finish it due to the sun, and this camera does not like darkness. Even doesn't matter how many lights I have on the property, it does not like the light. I mean, not the light, it doesn't like nighttime. So I'm gonna start tackling this real quick, and hopefully we can get both valve covers done. So I don't know who did this, but you guys see this? This is not a rubber hose. This is still braided line that's not meant for the water port back there for the heater port, and somebody put this on. Do you guys see what's wrong? That's the plastic piece that goes into the thing. This thing got so hot that, look at this. The hose is stiff. I don't know if you guys can see this hose back here, but it should be able to be soft and move, not quite literally a brick. So now that piece back there has to get replaced, and it kind of pushes me back from doing the valve cover because it's dripping right on top of the valve cover. I don't want water to fall into the motor. So that's great. I don't know how well you guys can see that, right? That's the transmission pole. I don't think it's supposed to be going up and down. Look at that. Oh my God. Obviously this is the oil. What the heck? So, the issue that we're having, well, not we, me. I put you guys a part of this, you know, it's we're building this together. So I don't want to say previous owner, but well, previous owner took it to somebody else and they did this crap. I don't know, this is not a water line. As you guys can see, this hose has been replaced. I can squeeze this. This hose can regulate the temperature, like it won't break. I mean, it will break in like 10 years, 5 years because of being an old hose and being so hot so many times. But this is crazy. I've never seen somebody use a braided steel line that is not meant for this for a water hose connection. Look at this. This thing's such a brick. Look at that. Look at that. I can't squeeze it. I can barely bend it. And of course, it's fused to the plastic and the plastic broke. So now I'm gonna have to replace that waterline plastic that's in there with this freaking hose and a different hose, like a hose like this that's actually meant for this guy. And then I can finish tackling that valve cover. I'm gonna disconnect everything and have the valve cover ready. And then that way when that piece comes in, swappity swap. So sun is going down. I'm gonna see how farther I can get to this project. And alrighty guys, just like that, driver's side, passenger side, valve cover gasket is done. I am going to mess with that plastic piece, water line, and a hose another day, another video, but valve covers are done. So the hard part's out of the way. Kind of speaking, the motor mount, transmission motor mount's the hardest part, but anyways, my camera's about to die. I'm getting bit by a mosquito. It's dark. I'm Reaper. Thank you for watching Reaper Garage. Catch you guys on the next episode on the Donk Midnight Club Escalade. I don't have dirty hands today because I'm wearing gloves, so dirty gloves it is.